Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Kat Fribley, and I'm the new executive director here at Birdability. And we are so excited for Birdability Week 2023. This is our fourth Birdability Week, if I'm remembering correctly. And we are expanding some of the offerings and the ways that we have promoted accessible birding in the past by having something called the BioBlitz. We're really excited about that. And we have Kathy Balman, one of our fabulous Birdability captains, here to talk with us about that, along with Nicole Nigel.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yay, I got the last. I've only ever said Nicole, I just realized.
That's
Along with
okay.
Nicole Nigel, also a captain and our fantastic captain's coordinator right now. So much of our Birdability Week 2023 is filled with opportunities for you to help us, right? To figure out what it looks like to promote accessible birding and really to be in the natural world in accessible ways. So Kathy, I know we're excited. I know I'm excited to learn more and to participate in my first BioBlitz. And I'm going to turn it over to you now.
Hello, I'm Kathy. I'm a captain for Georgia, and I also help still in Arizona. So during Birdability Week, October 20th through the 22nd, we are encouraging everybody to participate in our first ever Birdability BioBlitz. A BioBlitz is a community science initiative, which basically is a partner between the public and scientists. And we can go out and collect data to help these scientists answer questions at a local and sometimes even global scale, because scientists can't be everywhere, and we can. BioBlitzes can be done in person. They can also be done online. So what is a BioBlitz? Well, it's for the birders out there, it's really similar to a big day. It's a community-driven science effort to record as many species as possible over a period of time. Again, in this case, it's going to be October 20th through the 22nd. It's a great way for us to get the public engaged and connect with your environment while generating useful data that scientists can use for conservation efforts. It's also an excuse for naturalist scientists and curious members of the public to meet in person in the great outdoors and have some fun. We will be accepting observations from any species, so you can upload plants, animals. You can also upload animal signs like tracks and feathers and scat as well. So how to participate in the BioBlitz? We're going to be using a platform called iNaturalist, which has been around for quite some time. We do have a Birdability Week BioBlitz project that you'll want to join. So once you go to iNaturalist, you'll go ahead and create an account. I've already logged into my account. And this is what the computer version of iNaturalist looks like. And then you will go up here to community and projects. Here on your phone, it's going to look a little different. If you're an iPhone user, it's down in the bottom right-hand corner. It'll say projects. If you're on an Android phone, projects is going to be, click the hamburger icon in the top left corner, and then you'll see projects. And then you can either search for the project. We also will have a link that you can click on that'll take you right to it. Birdability. So you just type in Birdability BioBlitz. You should find the project. And it comes right up. So once you go to the project, you'll click join. I've already joined, so you don't have the join button anymore on my screen, but you'll click join and you will then be a member of the project. So any observations that you make over those days will automatically go to our project. So you can check in with the project to see all the observations from all over the world that are taking place, from people that are participating. And you can participate using either a cell phone, or you can also use like a DSLR camera, regular camera, and take photos and then upload them from your computer. So you do have a couple ways of uploading You can also do sound recordings and upload those. There's even a way you can actually share directly from your Merlin app. So if you're in Merlin and you record a bird, you can click the share button and then it should pop up with the iNaturalist app and you can share directly from there, which makes it really easy now to do that. And
can I ask a question, Kathy? Because I
yeah,
know this was one of the things when you and I first started talking about this with Nicole, I was under the mistaken impression that Seek was the same thing as iNaturalist because I had used Seek for so long to identify new to me plants and other things. And it sounds like, well, I know now you have to have a completely different app to be able to do this, and an account often goes back and forth between both of them.
yeah, Seek was designed more to get children involved with making observations, so it's
Yes.
COPA compliant. Seek doesn't actually really store the data in iNaturalist. It's more just stored on your phone. It helps you ID things and sort of has some fun challenges you can complete. It's a great app. It's just for the purpose of your data being used by scientists. iNaturalist is the way to go. And let me show you though what happens once you actually make an observation, because that is kind of important since we're talking about how scientists use the data. So once you make an observation and you upload the photo, it is going to ask you for things like the date, the time, and the location. If you have all those turned on your camera, on your phone, which I highly recommend turning it on at least for those days, it will automatically put that data in for you. So you don't have to worry about sitting there and typing in the date, the time, and exactly where you were. If you do take it with your camera and go home and upload it, your camera most likely does date and time stamps, but it's probably not going to do location. So you are going to have to type in the location where you were at. So actually, here's some observations I made today. So if you don't know what it is, that's fine. The AI in iNaturalist will tell you what it thinks that observation is. Sometimes it might just be at sort of the higher like genus level, like, or it might just say animal. So it'll start there if it has no clue. And you can just select that and that's perfectly fine. Sometimes it might give you a more exact like species. So like I saw this today and it told me it was low smartweed. And so I did select that because I agreed, oh yeah, that's what it looks like. Well, then what happens is other people, a lot of times biologists, hop on and they will either agree or disagree with you. So this is why it's okay if you're not 100% sure, because in order for your observation to get to research grade, other people need to agree with you. So the more people that agree, sort of the higher up your observation gets. So this person came on and said, oh, yep, I agree with you. That's low smartweed. And then the more people come on and observe, sort of that gets a better ranking. So this is research grade now because somebody did come on and agreed with me. And so, yeah, so even if you're not 100% sure, you don't really have to worry about it. It's a, you know, community science driven app and it's crowdsourced. So you don't have to worry if you don't think you're correct on what it is. But it is a great way to learn what's in your area. Because the more you like keep uploading things and finding out what they are, you know, the better you get at IDing stuff.
Yeah. I have a question, Kathy. Do you think you could show us a project you've done in the past, like as an example of what our Birdability Week one might look like?
Sure can.
That would be awesome.
Let's see what this is. So I think this is yeah, so this is for the City Nature Challenge. Actually, this one's the umbrella project for a City Nature Challenge. So I help run the City Nature Challenge still in Phoenix, Arizona. And we encouraged our master naturalists, sort of an internal competition to get out to see which teams could find the most things So this actually is really cool. We're not gonna really be doing this, but this shows maybe some year we can. Maybe we can have like regions of the United States so we can go up against each other. But this shows just the teams and how each of those did. So I'll click on this team at Usuri one that had the most. And so this was their project that I had set up for them. So in here it says how many observations they had, and this was for a specific area. So with these, our BioBlitz is going to be set to worldwide. That way we have participation from everywhere. But you can set it to where it's for a very specific area. So this was just for one park. It was real specific boundary set up. So only things within that boundary counted. So they had 965 observations just in this park, 141 species, and it breaks it down by what was the top species. Doesn't surprise me, Arizona, saguaro. It tells us what identifiers and how many each of those identifiers had. And then observers is the people, I think the observers, observers is the people that went to the park and did their observations. Identifiers are the people who went in and agreed, like this guy, Steve Jones, like, yeah, he lives on iNaturalist, but he goes in 216 of these he went in and agreed with and said, yes, that's what these are. So these are the people that helped us get those observations up to research grade. So yeah, so we'll be able to actually see at the end of this what the most species was across the world, and who our top identifiers were, who our top observers were. So it's a lot of fun to see the data at the end.
That's awesome, Kathy. Thank you.
And it sounds like folks can, like you were talking about, we've set the geographic parameters as the whole world. So we are encouraging folks to go out to the places that are accessible to them as a part of Birdability Week. And that can be out your window, right? Out your door. It can be the path or the trail or the site that's most accessible to you. And I love, Kathy, that you were sharing that you can share, if you use the app on your phone, obviously those photos will be input directly. Otherwise, you can upload the photos if you're out and about with your manual camera, getting those beautiful shots. I have a question for you about the, if you're using the camera and you upload something and you're wrong, do you get a notification is my question, because I'm like, I would love to know. Okay, there were others who said, nope, sorry. I know you thought that was low smartweed, but really it was this other thing. Or I know you thought that was a peewee, but really it was a phoebe.
Yeah.
Is there a way to use this as a learning tool, I guess, is my question.
So these are, well, I'm gonna show you from here. So these are all my species. So when you go to your observation menu and you can see all the observations that you made, go to grid. That's what I want. So these are observations. A lot of these are ones I made today. And it'll tell you when somebody's gone on and agreed or disagreed with you. I'm trying to think if I've got a wrong one recently. I've got some like trail camera photos that I've uploaded before. I think I had one recently. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see.
This is so cool, by the way, just to see all these species that you've observed. I'm
I'm
getting excited for BioBlitz. I'm getting excited to go out and do this for the first time and to, really make those connections between birds and all of the environment that I get to observe.
Let me see if this was a wrong one. Okay, so this one, I thought it was a brown comb jelly. I do not know my jellyfish, and they're hard to photograph. So I just went with what the best guess was. And then this person came on and suggested it's a sea walnut. So right now, until somebody else comes on and agrees with them that it's a sea walnut, it's gonna still say that it needs ID. It's kind of in limbo. So the hope is that somebody else will come on and say, oh yeah, I agree with you, it's a sea walnut, or somebody might come on and say it's something else entirely different. So until somebody goes in and you get like 2 or more people that agree, so yeah, so this is one observation where I was wrong, most likely, because I don't know jellyfish, and we'll see what happens with it. And there is additional data now you can add, that they're now starting to, you can actually select like if it was alive or dead. So I'll sometimes do that if it, if it was like a deceased bird. There's actually some projects on iNaturalist that were tracking bird deaths. So they wanted to know specifically that information. You can put in like, was it male or female, if which, kind of easy for birds. So you can go in now and mark these. There are, for plants, you can do some like phenology observations, like was it fruiting, was it budding? So they are trying to collect actually even more data now. But this is like kind of recent. This happened like within the last couple years. So
maybe someone will watch this video that we're gonna put out and come figure out your jelly conundrum, Kathy. Awesome. Well, do you have any other questions, Kat? I will say that we are really hoping for anyone who's participating in this BioBlitz for Birdability Week, if you want to share your photos with us, tag us on social media, you can email them to me at captains@birdability.org. And we can share those on our Instagram stories and our Facebook, and maybe put a collection up on the webpage to show everyone what an exciting BioBlitz we had this year. And I don't know, maybe next year we'll do that competition thing Kathy was just showing us. Get like the northeast, northwest, southwest, southeast going against each other. But yeah, I think that's great, Kathy. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for walking us through this. I'm excited. And Nicole, thank you for all of your work on Birdability Week this week. And we are all excited to get to participate now. Yeah, I'll see you all while you're BioBlitzing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this one was all Kathy's idea.
Yay.
This one was not me. This is all Kathy, and I'm so happy for it. I'm very excited.
Terrific idea, Kathy, and thank you for walking us through it.
You're welcome.